Hello there guys and welcome, it's Niran here and today it is time for episode 10 of our Aston Villa career mode on FIFA 14. Last episode of course we kept our brilliant run going we have in the league. Speaking of which, in the league we are currently second going into this episode. Last episode I forgot to put the table up at the end, so this is just what it was like going into this episode. Liverpool were top on 30 points. We were actually joint top, having played 2 games more, however, than Manchester United, who were even in third. Chelsea were fourth, and Manchester City, Arsenal were down in 11th, just ahead of Everton, and Cardiff, Sunderland, and Hull made up the relegation zone, with Swansea, Norwich, and Crystal Palace just above that. Now, going into the first game of the episode, obviously nothing happened between where I stopped last time and this first game. Now, this first game of the episode is going to be up against Bolton Wanderers away in the Capital One Cup. I was going to put the second team up because it was the Cup, and the second game of this episode will actually be against Fulham in the Barclays Premier League. But there is the squad, given in goal. Nathan Baker coming in defence as well as Gardner, Bakuna, Grealish, and then Gabriel Agbonlahor, who would replace Benteke. And I forgot to get the intro for the game. I do apologise, but the first chance of the game incredibly going to us, unusually there. Jack Grealish with the chance. Agbonlahor there, working some space, doing well to get past the Bolton defence and pulling his shot wide. However, Agbonlahor there with another chance and well saved, I think, by Bogdan in the goal, and Del's follow-up was blocked. But it would be Bolton who got the first goal of the episode and the first goal of the game. Chung Yong Lee there, finishing off a great move by Bolton Wanderers. And honestly, Bolton were playing well, and I didn't mind that, but they were playing like Barcelona, and I personally, no offence to Bolton, but I couldn't understand why Bolton, of all teams, were playing like Barcelona. They were just spreading it around the pitch. They're dominating me. I'm not afraid to say, but it was pretty embarrassing. And here, David and Gog getting through as well. They're, well, given just about dealing with it. Then they hit the post. Then they hit the other post. So next time I say I'm unlucky, someone remind me of that there. Just terrible defending. Better defending there from Lowton with that challenge in the area. But then Grealish played away at the end of the half, and Bogdan there with a great save. Grealish possibly could have done better, but now moving into the second half, and I needed to bring on the big guns. Nzogbia and Benteke, who were both on the bench, spearing there though. That way, I mean, it didn't change anything because they were just able to waltz through my defence, and a good save from Given. But just later on, Nzogbia, the substitute, makes it 1-1 with only 7 minutes of normal time to go. In the 83rd minute, a great move and well finished off there by Nzogbia, past Bogdan in the Bolton goal, and that made it 1-1. And this was a tough game. This was a really, really tough game. And that was it. That was it for the game. But of course, we're in the Capital One Cup, so it goes to extra time. The first game of the whole career mode to go to extra time. Agbonlahor cutting inside though and lashing it into the bottom left corner in the 95th minute there. The defender maybe will feel he could have got a block on it, but somehow we were ahead. Again, they had more shots than me. They were dominating. I think they had more possession as well, but that did make it 2-1. Later on, Andre Moritz played through, and what a block that was from Vlar, just about cleared away from Lowton. More really desperate defending, and in the last minute of the game, Beckford slammed down there by Ron Vlar. That was another desperate challenge, but that did mean we won the quarter-final game of the Capital One Cup. And that took us through to the semi-finals there. Shay Given doing very well in that game to prevent them from scoring any more. But yeah, as you can see, Bolton had 3 more shots than us. However, we did have more shots on target, and they had a better possession than us too. Charles Nzogbia got man of the match, which was saying something because he was a substitute. Gabriel Agbonlahor there getting good ratings as well as Zachariah Bakali, Nathaniel Klein, and Ron Vlar. A good defensive performance just about, but it was a very desperate one from a very good Bolton team. Now moving on, we have another international job offer, and this one is slightly more thought-worthy. This is Poland, the international job from Poland. And of course this one made me think, because Poland do have some very good players. They've obviously got Robert Lewandowski, Błaszczykowski, Piszczek, and then a few young players coming up as well. A guy called Milik, who's a striker who plays in Germany as well, and a defender called Bartosz Solomon as well. I wanted to do some research into the team. So yeah, if you would like to leave a comment in the description, in the comment section, telling me whether to go for that job or not, that would be very much appreciated, because I'm not sure whether to go for it or not. It is a very tasty one in terms of the players that I might have at my disposal, but then again, you guys might not like to see that. I don't know. Leave your opinion in the comments section. But now moving on to the second game of the episode, and this was against Fulham. Fitness was down because that Capital One Cup game was midweek, so a few changes had to be made. Guzan came in for Given. Westwood would also play instead of, was it Delph or Unzogbia who came out of the team? One of those two was dropped to the bench because of fitness issues, and I didn't want to be playing players when they had no fitness left. Lowton, Blah, and a few others just about made it into the squad, but Okore was of course fresh because he didn't play in that Capital One Cup game. But the first chance of the game, they're going to add Elterap. He puts his shot wide though, and Benteke there with a shot later on, well saved by Stecklenburg. But here, a nice move from Fulham. Parker playing into Raps, and the square was on, and the square was finished by, of all people, the lonely Darren Bent, who I realised after the game shouldn't even be playing, because if as a loanee to this team against his parent club, he shouldn't be playing, or something like that, which was annoying. That was a real kick to the bollocks, because not only has he scored, but he shouldn't have even been playing. It was, however, a nice move, and that put us behind yet again for another mammoth comeback to have to be played. And but what a ball there from Benteke. Bruma there getting onto it and slamming it home just a few minutes later. Stecklenburg may have needed to be quicker off his line. I actually thought he would get to the ball, especially with it raining. The ball would skim off the surface, but Bruma getting to it and half volleying it under his body after the nice ball from Benteke. And that, of course, was the equaliser and made it 1-1 just a few minutes after Darren Bent's goal to give Fulham the lead. But they went forward again. Brian Ruiz allowed to just waltz through, a good save on the face of it from Guzan from Bent's original shot. But that was, of course, Bent's 9th goal in all competitions, so he's doing a good job out on loan at Fulham. But I was very disappointed in the way Guzan dealt with that. He really should have parried it somewhere else. It was a good save, I suppose, but then parrying it straight back to Darren Bent wasn't very helpful. And at this point, I was quite convinced I would be selling him in January. However, later on in the half, right at the end, Bruma just about keeping it and somehow getting around the defender, but the shot was blocked. A combination shot between a block and a save. Now, moving on into the second half there, Backley from the corner, getting it down after a header from Blah, but his shot was blocked and fell kindly for Stecklenburg, though, and Zogbia, 10 minutes later, moving into the opposition penalty area. What a goal that is! The 55th minute, cutting inside on his left foot and right into the bottom corner. Nothing Stecklenburg could do. What a finesse shot that was. The best goal of the episode so far, definitely. Great goal there, and that was the equaliser, a very important goal as well. Moving on later in the half, Bent there with the chance to get the hat-trick. But a great block there, I think, from Lowton or Vlar. Pardon me, one of the two, I'm not sure. But Bruma there, playing Backley in down the left-hand side. He puts the ball in, and Marco Van Ginkel with his opportunity to get what I think is his first goal for the club as the centre midfielder. He wouldn't have expected to get his first goal with a header, to be honest, but it was a very good header there. Pulling ahead of Kieran Richardson as the ball came in and heading it past Martin Stecklenburg in the Fulham goal. That made it 3-2, and the mammoth comeback was most certainly on. Benteke there just a few minutes later with the opportunity to give us a 2-goal lead, but it was just wide, and that was it. It was 3-2, another brilliant comeback, another showing of great class, and a lot of character there from my team as well. That's the word I was trying to think of. Benteke there getting man of the match with an 8.3 rating. Bruma doing well as Van Ginkel, Backley, Unzogbia and Matthew Lowton, and Guzan and Vlar as well. So good ratings pretty much everywhere, bar Jorez, Okore and Fabian Delph. But looking at the squad report, just to end this, Lowton there up 1, Guzan staying the same, Okore up 2, Vlar staying the same, Klein up 2, up attributes on everything pretty much, Van Ginkel staying the same on 76, Delph is up 2 to 74, Bruma up to 76, Backley still up 2 to 75, as well as Benteke up to 81, Albrighton on 73, Clark up 1, Hellenius up 2, Luna up 2, surprisingly, having not played that much. Gardner now up 3, Westwood up 2 as well. Some of the younger players not going up a huge amount, but Grealish up 3, Bennett up 2, Tonev up 1, Segrist up 1 as well, Jordan Graham up 2, Yakuba Silla 1, and then the rest of the younger players there, Bakuna up 2 and Vyman up 1 as well. A lot of the players going up on technical rather than some of their physical and mental, which is, I suppose, that does make sense. They would go up technically. Darren Bent there as well, Burke up 3, Delfonso up 2, Ender Stevens up 2, and Samir Carruthers up 1. Only actually going up on mental attributes. But here is the table at the end of the episode. Things have changed. We have dropped from 2nd to 3rd, but that is because of games in hand that have been played. Manchester United have now played exactly the same amount of games as us and are up into second even. Liverpool are top, but they've played 2 more games than us, with Spurs 4th, Newcastle 5th, Chelsea 6th, ahead of Manchester City, West Ham, West Brom and Southampton rounding out the top 10 of the table. Arsenal down there in 14th. They still not really got off the mark. They do have 3 games in hand on some of the teams above them, so that I suppose is an opportunity to move up. And in the relegation zone, Cardiff, Sunderland and Hull City rather detached at the bottom. But I'm hoping you've enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe if you did. Comment about enjoying it if you enjoyed it that much. And don't forget to comment on your opinions of whether I should take the Polish international job offer. So, have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye. Hello there guys, it's Niran here, and welcome to episode 9 of our FIFA 14 Aston Villa career mode.